Mortal Kombat 2 was actually a bit more enjoyable for me than the first movie, even though I'm still only superficially familiar with the games and honestly not hugely into this type of fantasy action story in general. Like the first film, this one really feels like you're watching the game come to life at times. Some scenes almost play out like cutscenes or gameplay moments, which fans will probably appreciate a lot more than I did. There's also a bit of lore here, and I'm pretty sure a decent chunk of it went over my head again. One of the biggest additions this time is Karl Urban as Johnny Cage, and honestly, he was a lot of fun. Urban plays him as this guy who's completely out of his element and gets pulled into this bizarre world, and I liked that the character didn't immediately buy into everything. If he had instantly accepted all the insanity and jumped right into fighting, I think that would have felt really lame. Kano also steals scenes again. I'd actually forgotten how much he stood out to me in the first movie, but once again, a lot of the funniest moments came from him. Some of his quips genuinely landed for me, including one line where he calls someone Pennywise. The fight scenes were pretty solid overall too. There are such moments here that are more entertaining than what we got in the first film. As for negatives, death doesn't always feel permanent in this franchise, and that lowers the stakes for me. There were still a couple of deaths that surprised me, but overall it's hard to feel tension when it seems like certain characters can just come back. I also still wasn't fully sold on the actress who plays Sonya. I had the same issue in the first movie where I just didn't really buy the physicality of the character. And there's one head-scratcher of a moment where a character tells her daughter not to look while someone's being killed, but then doesn't actually cover the child's eyes while she keeps staring. However, that sort of thing was minor to me. Overall, I did have more fun with this one than the first Mortal Kombat, and the ending does set up for another sequel. Fans of the games will probably get a lot more out of it, assuming they're okay with whatever changes were made to the lore and characters. Mortal Kombat 2 is currently playing in theaters nationwide.